Now here's Oubre. Defense right on him. And here's Freak. 12 points for him. Some nice passing by Louisville here. Odom, the pass to Freak. Out left to the wing. Just 5 on the clock to take the lead. And there's the rebound by Dedmon. And so in the game for the Jayhawks, we've got Oubre, and it's Boss in at the center.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter, just served him up. And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers him on from Harlem.
And, Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak, and he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court.
Now here's Oubre. Hughes covering. Out of bounds. Louisville takes possession.
And you know what? His mind's playing tricks on him right now because he's not going to live that one down easily.
A platoon swap here for Kansas. Louisville trails. Checked in for Russell. .50 seconds left in the second half. And Jenkins kicks it to Gaines. Fades and shoots. It's rebounded by Louisville.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Fires, high post. Buries it. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
They don't get any bigger than that basket.
They needed it, Greg, and he gave it to them.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again. Again, they're not in the penalty yet.
They have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jayhawks. Terry's checked in, and Lee's subbed in for Jenkins. And that's an intentional foul. .20 seconds left here in the second half. And an intentional foul right there.
That's his second personal.
And he's unable to get anything at the line this time. This possession gives them a chance to take the lead.
And they don't want to let it slip away.
Bremer buries the triple. Here's Lee. Feeds it to Gaines. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for two. And he comes up empty, missing the first of the 1-1. Off as well, so he misses both. So we see the Cardinals get the win here. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
Tremendous work all the way down to the wire. We were just wondering what would happen next. Major drama. And we saw good.
For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew thanking you for tuning in. Welcome, everyone. It's the night we've all been waiting for. The college tournament finale is upon us. And for two teams, this marks the end of an incredible journey. And the energy is contagious here in the building. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see the Wisconsin Badgers and Louisville.
Kevin, this is the night where we are going to see some intense basketball. High energy, lay it all out on the line for college hoops. Everything these young players have worked towards their entire life comes down to this exact moment.
And you can bet, Clark, that each and every player here tonight feels the importance of this game like no other in their lives, really. A big key in coming through in a big game like this is how well you can compose yourself. How do you handle the pressure of the big stage? We'll find out soon enough which of these teams has the ability to harness all of that raw energy and focus on getting the job done.
Let's check out Wisconsin's starting lineup. We've got Kaminsky. Hawkins is out there with Hill. Then it's Decker, and it's Evans in at the 4 slot.
And not many people know this, but the Badgers do have one college title in their trophy case. Won the tournament back in 1941. A different time back then, but a title nevertheless.
And with any championship game, you know that every player's going to have their heart racing for the first few minutes. That's just natural. That's adrenaline. They'll need to remain calm, though, and let the game come to them and kind of ease into it.
And one guy, guys, I'll keep an eye on in this one is Freak. He is the consummate leader for his team. He can come out strong and play his game while keeping his intensity level up. It'll be just what they need to claim the title.
And for that 1941 title you mentioned, Greg, for the Badgers, it was actually their first invitation to the College Tournament Club.
How about that for a first impression?
Yeah, not bad.
Not too bad at all. Prior to their recent run of success, that was their lone bright spot as a program.
And here's Decker following the three-pointer by Freak. The three from Hill. And it's White with the rebound. And here are the Cardinals. 3-point lead.
And what a journey it has been, really, for this whole team to make it to the college championship, especially for Freak. A few bumps in the road for him, but what a start.
Craig, you get the feeling that it's only the beginning. I mean, the way he plays and the accolades he has, I mean, you can see him having a long and productive career at the pro level.
On defense, Wisconsin. And a wide open look for Freak. No good on the triple.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
Hawkins kicks to Wade. Excellent D from Thomas.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Here's Price, and it's sent back by Hill. Fires the three. No luck. Now here's Freak. Defense right on him. From outside, off the mark. Here's the Badgers with the ball. They trail by 1. And Wisconsin looking at who they've got. Hawkins is out there with Hill. And it's Gibson in at the power forward position. Hill with it. Now defended by Freak. And here's Conley outside. Can't get it to go.
You know, one of the big questions on everybody's mind in this game is whether or not Freak will stay on for another year or go pro. I mean, usually a player with his upside would be a lock to be a one and done, but he's giving serious thought to staying.
And Freak is a guy who clearly values the scholastic aspect of collegiate sports, so it makes sense for him to think about staying beyond this season. Still, with Freak's draft stock rising, this could be his final game as a collegiate player.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
A platoon swap here for Louisville. And the big game is just about ready to get going for our second half of play. What a championship atmosphere we've got here tonight. We are just one half of basketball away from seeing college basketball history being made.
You know what, guys? That was the start that Freak and his team wanted in the first half. I mean, they didn't run away with the game, but they're in a really good spot to capture the title.
These first 5 minutes in the second half are going to be huge. They know their opponent is going to come out strong and try to even things up. But if they can keep their cool, they'll be on their way, I think, to the title.
Bremer in at shooting guard. White is out there with Harrell, and it's Mack in at the 5. Roman the paint. And for the Badgers, Hill is out there with Hawkins. Then it's Decker, then it's Kaminsky, and it's Evans in at the power forward.
And gobbled up that rebound and went straight into attack mode on the putback.
Oof, he is one of the most determined rebounders, Clark, we have got in the NBA.
Yeah, you're calling it right, Kevin. I mean, he gets so many second chance points because of how hard he works to get to the rebound.
And the Badgers with possession here. Louisville getting their last shot to go. Here's Rozier. Kicks to Freak. From deep. The Badgers pull it in.
I'm not even going to comment on that.
Neither am I. I mean, if you're going to attempt a buzzer beater, I guess I will comment. Make sure there's actually a buzzer to beat.
And the basket by Hill. Here's Rozier. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. And Louisville leads by 7.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, well, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
And as we see Freak and his team go for the title here, he is trying to repeat what he did just a year ago. He was able to lead his high school to the PSAL championship.
Well, Greg, he was a 4-time All-American selection in high school and a unanimous one at that. He's won state titles before, but this is a different animal than high school. This game's still very much up in the air. I mean, this is where you start to separate the men from the boys and where heroes are born.
And one team looking to ice the win, the other hoping to force OT. I think right now you lean on your stars and get the ball to Freak every chance you get to try and come away here with the title.
Here's Hawkins. Hits the three-point bomb. Hawkins has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Talk about doing a Rip Van Winkle on defense. Come on, guys, wake up. Why are they leaving him open at the three-point line? Come on.
On the court for Louisville, Bremer in a 2-guard. Harrell is out there with White, and it's Mack in at the 5. And he gets the bucket. And it's 13 points for Freak.
What are you going to do defensively? Such separation with the height advantage in that matchup.
Now here is Hill. D right on him. There's the pick. Here's Evans. Off on the layup.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
Now here's Freak. And another 3 for Louisville.
Really good job of creating just enough space to let that one fly.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Louisville leading by 10. Here's Mack. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Cardinals.
You know, one of the big stories has been the 3-ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
And also, their mid-range game has been impressive. A tough shot to rely upon, but they really had it going tonight.
Rozier, he's checked in for Louisville. Wisconsin trails by 12.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Cardinals.
Steve, I agree. You know, I think the attitude was very impressive. And Clark, you had talked about this before the game. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Yeah, absolutely. They put a tremendous performance in terms of effort and intensity, and they deserve to win this one.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Freak. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Freak. 1:04 left to play here in the second half. 3-pointer. But they'll get another chance.
They were quicker to the ball that time and got a second chance.
Hawkins gets to Decker. Hawkins with it. He feeds it to Decker. The baseline J. No luck. And it's Louisville the other way. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Freak with it. Conley picks him up. And it's Freak missing.
And sometimes he can hit that deep 3, but it's not a high percentage shot for him.
Yeah, even for him, that's out of his range.
Out of bounds. Louisville takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
So we see the Cardinals get the win here. And what an incredible feeling it is for a team who's had to fight every step of the way. Right now, guys, there is no better feeling for them as they are the last team standing in this tour.
Hello?
Hey, Ma, it's me.
Hey, Frequency.
I got you on speakerphone.
Okay, your sister there?
Hey, Mama, I'm right here.
Hey, baby, how you doing?
I'm fine.
Yvette's here too, Mama.
Hi, Mama. How you doing? I'm fine.
Does she have to be here?
Yes. Mr. Pagnotti, the agent I was telling you about, he's in the room too.
How you doing, ma'am?
I'm good. Nice to meet you.
What a pleasure to finally meet the queen mother of this young, talented man, even if only by telephone.
That's sweet. Hang on, Frequency. Here comes your father.
All right.
Hey, sorry I'm late. Hope everyone's well.
How you doing,
Daddy.
Mr. P?
I'm doing good.
So let's get to it.
Yeah, let's do this. We all know why we're here. This meeting is strictly confidential, 100% off the record. Didn't happen. We weren't even here. Capiche? Capiche means understand in Italian. Capiche?
Capiche.
Freak insisted that I have his entire family here. And I think it's great that he has a good support system around him. I've been doing this a very long time, and I work with some of the best. Now, let me rephrase that. I work with the best, and the best always seem to have a great support system around them. A family, if you will, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So let's cut to the chase. Leaving college early now and entering this year's NBA draft is the right move right now. And when you sign with me, Dom Pagnotti, as your agent, I will make sure you are well taken care of. I will make sure you are protected. With this freaking environment, I love it, freaking environment. This freaking environment thing you do when you get hot, freak, we're gonna make you more money off the court than you will on.
We already have endorsements and things like that in mind, so.
Cece, I said we because we're gonna do this together. We're a team. We're Team Freak. But Freak, you need to be in the league first, right? That's why I'm here.
No, yeah, I hear you, Mr. Pagnotti, but like I told you before, I already promised my parents 4 years of college. That's a plan, man.
That's right.
Plans change, Freak. Listen. In life and in basketball, you need to adapt and change to the situation at hand. Now, even if you have the greatest coach and they draw up the greatest play and all the X's and O's make perfect sense on paper, you still need to react to what the defense shows you and then make your move. This is the right move. This is the right move now. And 4 years of college is a great plan for basically anybody. But you're not just anybody. You are the greatest collegiate talent I have. Shoot, dribble, pass, and defend a basketball my entire time on this great planet Earth. Now, Miss Martha, Mr. Pete, I have seen so many of the greats jump right from high school Freak, you've at least experienced college. You know what that is. You've been there. You've done that. I am offering you now a chance at the experience of a lifetime. Do you know how many people would love to be in those Jordans right now?
Yeah, Freak, I mean, what if you get hurt? You remember how you came down on your ankle in that game earlier this year?
Oh, yeah.
We know it was nothing, but next time it could be something.
I saw that. Good game. But BAM! Just like that, and you could be flipping burgers. Well, maybe not flipping burgers. Maybe you're the manager or assistant manager at some burger joint. Maybe I do a favor and make a call, and you're a delivery boy at Sal's Famous Pizzeria. But the bottom line is, you will be a long, long, long ways away from signing multi-million-dollar contracts with me, Dom Pagnotti, as your agent.
So it's all about the money, right?
When was it not all about the money?
Money isn't everything.
No, it isn't, sir, and no disrespect was meant. But Freak, money is freedom. The freedom of choice, the freedom to live. Money is the difference between renting and owning, between being the waiter and being waited on. It's the difference between being the chauffeur or being chauffeured. Now, do you want to be a chauffeur? This here is a contract. This makes me your agent. Sign on the dotted line, and I will take you and your family to the promised land.
Like I said, Mr. Pagnotti, it's not all about the money.
Pete, let the man finish.
He made his point. He's finished. Aren't you finished?
I said my piece, but I know I'm right. You guys should talk.
Pete, what if Frequency does get hurt? Shouldn't he take this opportunity now?
What if the boy goes pro, gets hurt, and then doesn't have a college degree? Look how hard we work for him to get to where he is.
But college isn't for everybody. Pete, you didn't go.
That's why we work so hard for him.
Just saying. I mean, if he's ready to do this now as opposed to later, Pete, anything can happen.
You're right. Anything could happen. This is his future. This
You're
is
not
his life.
listening to me, Pete.
Not just a game.
All right, Mom, Pops. It's all right. Look, truth be told, I don't even know what I want to do right now.
I understand that.
Yeah, but I was talking to my boy Vic the other day.
Why?
And he was making a lot of sense. He thinks I should leave early, too.
You know what? I've kept quiet this whole time, and I also think that Freak should join the league. I think it's a great business decision, and I think that Mr. Pagnotti is absolutely right.
Thank you, Yvette.
You're welcome.
Now, Freak, I know for a fact that people have been talking about the company you keep, and you need to be careful. It could compromise what we're trying to do here.
What are you trying to say?
You know, your association with that guy Victor off the court, it could compromise your selection in a draft. As a matter of fact, I know it will. Do you realize the difference in dollars between being drafted first overall and 21st? You're talking tens of millions of dollars. You don't get it, do you? Cece, our first sneaker deal alone, you're talking a difference of a $50 to $100 million difference just by that. Number one, that's what we need. If I were not 1,000% convinced in my mind and in my heart that we could get you drafted first overall, I wouldn't be like this. This is the play. This is the move, Freak. You gotta listen to me.
I absolutely hear you, but who are they to tell me who I can't hang with my brother?
No, Freak, you need to listen to him. I've been telling you the same exact thing.
Mr. Dom, Frequency and Victor grew up together. They're best friends. We took the boy in and practically adopted him.
Martha, I told you that boy ain't nothing but trouble.
He's family.
Okay, but that's my boy, and he agrees with y'all.
It's not about agreeing with Vic. We're trying to prepare you for your future.
You know what? But it is his future.
This is none of your business.
Excuse
me?
You still have a decision to make. Sign with me, yes or no.
Can I just interrupt for 1 second? Everybody just settle down, please. Now, I appreciate you all taking the time in this heated discussion, but the truth of the matter is there's only one person in the room that can make this decision. Now, son, you know how I feel.
Right.
Education is the most important thing in life, but this is your choice. It's not your mother's or your sister's or mine. It's not your girlfriend. It's not Mr. Pagnotti's. And it definitely ain't Victor's. This is your decision, son. So you tell us what you want to do.
I need 30 seconds, Freak. Okay. I have 4 beautiful children, and I want each of them to go to college and graduate. But if you walked up to any one of those 4 children right now and said, I will give you a contract that's worth $100, $200, $300 million, I would say, bypass college. You can always go back. I want you to graduate. I want you to get your doctorate. I want to call you Dr. Freak, but you need to understand this. Now, you can go all over this beautiful country that we live in and go into any of the major universities. You will find people that are 30, 40, 50, 60, 80 years old, and you will find them graduating. But if you live to be 500 years old, you will never see ever somebody 40, 50, 60 years old being drafted from college into the NBA. We need to strike while the iron is hot. This is your life. We will get you drafted first overall. You will be up there with all the big names. I'm not talking first rounder. I'm talking first overall. Listen to me. This is what I do. I am the best at what I do.
You have had
Nobody
your
is
30
better.
seconds plus.
Miss Martha, I am sorry. You just need to understand.
Would you please let my wife speak?
I apologize.
Frequency. Baby, what do you want to do?
Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have Cece go through this contract, front to back. I'm going to think about it, sleep on it, pray on it, and I will call you in the morning.
All right. Listen, Mr. Pete, Miss Martha, it was a pleasure meeting the two of you over telephone, and I look forward to meeting you both in person. Remember, everybody. Okay.
All right, Mom, Pops, I'm going to call you guys later. I love you.
Love you, son.
Love you too, son. Bye. We met working at the post office together. Mark was the clerk, and I was a carrier. And I asked her out to lunch one time and take her for a bagel around the corner from where we worked.
A bagel?
A bagel, yeah.
With cream cheese?
Cream cheese.
Split down the middle?
Split down the middle. Love at first sight.
Yeah?
I believe that it was true. It happened to me.
Good evening and welcome to the NBA Draft. With the first pick in the NBA Draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select Karl Anthony Towns from the University of Kentucky. With the second pick in the NBA draft, the Los Angeles Lakers select D'Angelo Russell from The Ohio State University. With the third pick in the NBA draft, the Philadelphia 76ers select Jahlil Okafor from Duke University.